joined by head coach DeShaun Foster. We'll start off with an opening statement from coach, then we'll go into questions. Mike's on your side.
A lot of stuff to learn from. Not the outcome that we wanted in the first game, but just got to learn from this. This is not. It's not going to be easy, but the one positive thing I can take from this is that the way that they're sounding in the locker room right now. They understand that we didn't do enough, and they're ready to put in some more work and get ready to go on Monday.
Can you say a little bit more about that, what they're sounding like right now?
Just what I said. They're ready to go Monday. They understand that we got to stay together and we can't splinter. We are a team. Just like I said, we built a brotherhood over these last few months, and I think that they're just disappointed in what happened, the outcome of this game, but they're ready to work and stay together and move forward.
It seemed like both sides of the ball didn't do what you wanted tonight. What would you say was your biggest concern going forward, kind of assessing the whole team?
Just played a good team. That was it. We played a good team. They came out and played their style of play, and don't want to take anything away from them, but they were able to execute and do what they wanted to do out there on the field. So we just got to come back in, regroup, and really just grade yourself and be hard on yourself. This isn't going to be easy, and you can't just go in there and point the finger at other people. You really got to see what did I do to help this team.
Coach, tackling seemed to be a bit of an issue. What did you see from the sidelines, and how do you address that going forward?
I would say it was just a lot of stuff going on. I wouldn't just put it on tackling, but it was a lot of stuff. So it's just we got to regroup and really come together and just get some good 3 practices in next week to get ready for UNLV, because that's going to be another good team that we're playing against.
Coach, a few days ago you said that you were pretty confident your front four was going to be able to get in the backfield. Why do you think that was not the case today?
That was a good quarterback we were playing against. It's a pretty good O-line also too, but I don't want to take any credit from it. It was a good team we played, and they were able to execute.
And DeShaun, third downs defensively seemed to be a really big issue, especially early. What was it about Dan Pierre and I guess the protection they had for him that made things so tough tonight?
Just a slippery guy. It was hard to get our hands on him and really get him down. You see why he was able to come up to this level and play now. He was being successful, can make the first defender miss, maybe the first 2, and extend plays. So they did a good job playing off schedule and just were able to continue to move the chains the whole game.
Coach, there were some good flashes from Nico. What did you make of his performance?
Nico's a competitor, He's not going to quit, keep playing hard, kept motivating the guys around him. So, we just got to do a better job protecting him and keeping him upright.
Coach over here. The offense seemed like it had something going on with that touchdown drive in the second quarter, and then it kind of seemed like the offense really couldn't find a rhythm after that. What happened that kind of took the offense out of that rhythm that you guys had found?
I think the score kind of got us to be one-dimensional at one point, so that was tough. But I was proud of the way that they came out and just kept fighting. There might have been a couple long faces on the sideline, but for the most part, most of those guys were still out there fighting and understood that what you're putting on film now is actually who you are as a football player.
And what you happen to see out of Anthony Woods looked like he gave you some pretty good snaps there.
He did a great job. That's something that he's been doing since he's been here. Really took off in training camp, and you can see that he's far removed from his ACL and ready to continue to play ball.
Even before the score got a little bit out of hand, the run game didn't get a lot of chunk plays and big yardage. What did you see there, and how much did that kind of hurt the offense from establishing the identity it wanted early in the game?
I just think it was the situation of the game. We were able to run the ball a little bit in there. Nico was able to get a couple plays, Woods was also, but we just weren't able to stay consistent with that just due to the fact of kind of the tempo of the game and the way it was going. Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you.